If you're a foreign national or foreigner thinking about starting a business in the US in 2026, here's the first thing you need to understand. Starting a business in the US is easy. Starting the right business in the right structure, in the right state, for the right purpose, with long-term goals in place, is where people get it wrong. Most people focus on paperwork, entities, bank accounts, registrations, whereas what they should be focusing on is strategy. Because in 2026, U.S. immigration, tax authorities, and financial institutions are all looking at one thing more than ever before: substance over form. So let me walk you through our 7-step formula to help foreign nationals start successful U.S. businesses the right way, especially when immigration, investment, or relocation is part of the plan. This reflects our full-service, holistic approach where business, immigration, tax, and investment decisions are aligned from day one. Step 1. Get clear on the purpose of the business. Before you think about visas, states, or entity types, you need clarity on why you are starting your U.S. business. Are you doing this to live in the U.S., access the U.S. market without relocating, invest capital and build long-term wealth, make strategic investment choices tied to income, appreciation, or operational growth, create employment for yourself and others, support a future immigration plan? So many considerations. In 2026, authorities care deeply about intent and viability. A business built only to check a box will not hold up. We always start with purpose first because the purpose determines everything that follows. Step 2. Treat immigration, business, tax, real estate, and investment choices as a single holistic strategy. This is where so many people make their biggest mistake. They separate immigration planning from business formation, from tax structuring, real estate decisions, and investment choices and capital deployment. Whereas in reality, these are not separate conversations or considerations. A business that works for immigration may fail from a tax or investment perspective, whereas a tax-efficient structure may not well qualify for a visa. An investment structure that looks attractive financially may fail immigration scrutiny. A real estate purchase may generate amazing returns, but undermine long-term planning. In 2026, fragmentation will result in risk. That's why our approach is fully integrated. Immigration, legal, tax, business strategy, real estate, and investment decisions are designed and aligned together, not in silos. It's really, really important. Step 3. Choose your immigration path after your business strategy. Too many people start with a visa strategy and try to force a business or investment into it. It's like fitting a square peg in a round hole, and it's not going to work. It's backwards. Different immigration paths require very different business and investment realities and considerations. An E2 business must be active, operational, and scalable, and you must employ people. An L1 requires a real foreign company with employees and a genuine U.S. expansion or affiliate that's also going to hire many people. EB5 is about capital deployment into qualifying investments, not running a business day-to-day unless it's a direct EB5. If you choose the wrong business or investment structure first, you can't just fix it later. You have to rebuild it, often at a significant cost. Strategy comes first. Immigration follows. But you have to consider all of these elements together, cohesively. Step 4. Build a business that works in real life, not just on paper. Yes, you can form an LLC or a corp online in minutes, but that doesn't mean that it's correct. In 2026, you need to be asking, does this business actually operate? Does it generate revenue? Is it hiring people? Are the investment choices commercially rational? Does it make economic sense beyond immigration purposes? Can it withstand scrutiny and changes in the economy around it? A paper company or passive investment dressed up as a business is not going to be enough. We, at Investing Across Borders, design structures that are immigration-ready, tax-friendly, investment-aligned, operationally viable, and defensible under review. Step number 5. Choose your location strategically, not emotionally. Where you start your business or place your investment matters, not just for taxes, but for licensing and compliance, hiring, and labor costs. real estate pricing, investment performance opportunities, immigration credibility, long-term scalability, and so many others. Florida, Texas, Arizona, and other growth states each support different types of businesses and investment strategies. Choosing a state because it's popular is not a plan at all. Choosing a state because it aligns with your business model, with your investment choices, and with your goals and your visa path and cost structure, as well as your lifestyle, that's the right way to go. Step number 6. Use real estate as a strategic investment tool, or don't use it at all. Real estate can be a powerful part of a U.S. business and immigration strategy, but only if it's designed correctly. Ownership alone does not support immigration, neither does passive ownership. What works are operational models tied to your real estate investments, as we have discussed, such as property management, short-term rental operations in properly zoned areas, innovation and development companies, co-living and affordable housing creation, housing-related service businesses. The mistake most make is making an investment first and hoping it qualifies later. That's not the way to go. You have to create a strategy to ensure success. Real estate must support an operating business and an intentional investment strategy, not replace one. Step 7. Plan for higher scrutiny and build accordingly. This is so critical, especially in 2026 and beyond. Scrutiny is higher, not lower, than ever before. Authorities are examining and being very diligent at examining source of funds, business viability, investment rationale and strategy, job creation, operational consistency, and alignment across filings. This is not the environment for shortcuts or templates, not anymore. It is the environment for proper planning, documentation, and execution. And this is where our full-service, holistic approach matters most, because it will pave the path to your success. In closing, please understand that starting a business in the USA as a foreigner in 2026 and beyond is absolutely possible. But success is not about speed. It's about structure. It's about alignment. It's about strategy and making sound business and investment decisions from the start. Most failures don't happen because people lack money or ambition. They happen because people work with fragmented advisors, handle things in a piecemeal way, an immigration lawyer without business context or experience, a business consultant without investment or visa knowledge, a tax advisor brought in too late. At Investing Across Borders, we do it differently. We start with strategy. We align immigration, business, tax, real estate, and investment decisions. We build businesses that work on paper and in real life. If you're serious about starting a U.S. business that supports your immigration goals, your investments, and your long-term future, you need a roadmap, not guesswork. You need a GPS to get to the goals that you're seeking. If you'd like to explore what the right structure looks like for you based on your citizenship, capital, investment objectives, and timeline, book a strategy session with me. Not a sales call, a real strategic conversation. Because 2026 is about preparation. It's not optional. It's everything. I'm Lauren Cohen from Investing Across Borders. To set up a call, go to investingacrossborders.net/consult. Thanks, and I look forward to working with you. Bye for now.